Dunkin' Donut. We're about to have about a dozen of them. Now, who is rooting for Miami in the Miami OU game? Yeah. All right, who's rooting for OU? Go Red Hawks, come on. I'm a Miami grad. You got to give me some credit for that, all right? Hey, I just want to thank you all for coming out today. Jana and our three kids are out here. We got these great Steve guys, Steve Austria and Steve Stivers with us. We got this great Lieutenant Governor Mary Taylor with us. And we have the sweetest lady I have met in a long time, Katie Miller, who runs Lindsey. You guys can come on up if you want. And these are big pumpkins too, by the way. Look, thank you for coming out. Thank you for your hospitality. And let me just give you a heads up on the thank you. Ohio, thank you for making Mitt Romney the next president of the United States. We're on our way. We're going to do this. Each and every one of you, you realize how important Ohio is. You understand the responsibility that you have and the opportunity that you have. You understand we cannot afford 4 more years of broken promises, 4 more years like the last 4 years. We don't want to wait 4 years for change. We want to wait 10 days. And when we wake up on the morning of Wednesday, November the 7th, what we want to wake up to is the fact that we did everything we could to get our country on the right track. We want to make sure that we talk to those people that we know in our lives that thought the hope and change sounded so good last, 4 years ago, but they knew it didn't work. We want to make sure that we look back at this moment, which is the most important election in our lifetimes, no matter what generation you come from. We want to make sure that we look back on this moment as the moment we got it right. What we need is leadership. What we need is to confront our country's problems. What we need is to work with people, even those who don't agree with us, to get things done in Washington. And that's the kind of leadership that Mitt Romney has continued to provide for his life. The president's running a small campaign. He can't run on his record, so he's trying to distort Mitt Romney's. He's trying to distract people in order to try and win an election by default. And guess what? Ohio's not going to let him get away with it, are they? So when we look back on this time, we look back on the fact that we are offering you specific solutions, specific ideas to get people working again, to get this economy growing again, to pay off this debt so our children and our grandchildren do not inherit this burden of debt that crushes their dreams, but they get a debt-free nation, and they get freedom, and they get prosperity like our parents sacrificed for us. We believe in a strong military. That means we don't join the military and we honor our veterans. We believe in keeping more of our own hard-earned money, and we believe that because we have so much energy in this country, we ought to use that energy in this country and put people back to work. I can see that guy's coal head. That means end the war on coal. Use our gas. Use our oil. Put people to work. Lower our prices. Get people the skills they need. Keep our taxes low. Keep our government limited in size. Champion small businesses and get the barriers out for the small businesses so they can rise, so they can hire, so America can grow. We can do this. Winston Churchill probably said it best. He said that the Americans can be counted upon to do the right thing, but only after they've exhausted all the other possibilities. I sort of feel like we're at that moment now. It's an inflection point. This isn't just who's president for 4 more years. It's what kind of country we're going to have, what kind of people we're going to be. We know what makes this country great. It's those principles that our founders started, that our veterans continually secured. Our rights, they come from nature and nature's God, not from government. That's what they said in the Declaration of Independence. That's what we believe today. Liberty, freedom, free enterprise, self-determination. And by the way, the government works for us and not the other way around. Those are the principles that built this country. And when we have leaders who attack our problems, who run at our problems, who won't spend 4 years blaming other people, but who will get in and fix the mess in Washington. We will look back at this moment as a time we got our country back on the right track. Thank you, Circleville. Thank you, Ohio.